Okay, morning guys. Yeah, I'm sweating already. So it's Demon axle install day, and it wouldn't be a day working on this Commander if you didn't have to rip out unnecessary bullshit just to get an axle out. So I'm in the process of taking the trailing arms off to get the axle out. I already had to undo the shock, and at this point I wouldn't be surprised if we had to drop the whole transmission just to get the freaking axle out. So anyways, enjoy the show. Oh, that's what it is too.
What? This
Oh, you stupid engineers.
What?
To pull the trailing arms, you got to take the sway bar off. Because there's a bolt, in the bolt head is right in between the sway bar and the outside of the trailing arm. Oh my God.
Boy, the experience you're getting here is just incredible.
This is a freaking joke. And it's not even...
Could be worse.
And it's not... Where's the...
Did you read this?
Yeah. Or Dad did. And it's not even a 15 or either. I think it's a 16 or 17.
I do have other wrenches in the sled shed.
I know.
Different sizes, big ones.
Try a 17 and 18.
If you want to.
So you read this?
Yeah, I read it. I have a
It's like it's Loctite or nylocked in there.
I've got a ratchet with a longer handle on it.
You won't get it in here.
No, it has an angled.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about, but you'll hit the way it's angled. I'd be hitting the frame. Okay. You know what? This piece of shit just needs to go too. Oh, and we can use the impact for that. Yes. Hallelujah, frickin' Luya. Get out. Now I'm pulling the shock to get the axle out. It's still greased from when I greased it. That's good.
It's not all bad then.
Oh, where'd that 16 go? Maybe for one I'll get lucky enough. Nope, too tight. Of course it is.
Would a ratchet wrench help?
No.
No?
And they put 4 fasteners on this.
Yes, they did. See? They're not cheaping out.
Why? Oh, why wouldn't they put the bolt head on the outside?
Well, because if you would have done it that way, then you wouldn't be bitching and complaining, and that would, no more entertainment value in your video. Right? Okay, that nut just went in.
What nut?
This, you had a gap there, so it...
Yeah, it popped it more.
No. It looks like the axle shaft is being pushed in.
The axle shaft, it's supposed to be pushed out.
Yeah, it was going back in. There you go.
You rotten bastard. The trailing arm does have to come off to get it in, or out.
Okay.
Because it just doesn't have the play. Unless I really... No.
No.
I make up this whole distance.
The,
What?
does that bolt punch through all the way now?
No, because this block is still here.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know... Unless this is some kind of method I can use to pull it out the rest of the way. But no.
I don't think so.
No, because it needs that.
I think you're going to have to end up... So you have to undo the other side too then, eh?
Yep. Okay, so You have to undo the sway bar on both sides, undo the trailing arm on both sides, and the trailing arm has to be completely disconnected, ready to come out, just to change the freaking axle.
Yeah, you do get new nuts with it.
And you do get new castle nuts with the Demon axles. So too bad the Demon axles don't come with a new machine. And over it. So we got the sway bar pulled, and I think finally we'll be able to pull the axle. Finally. I don't know how to get the goddamn thing out of here.
So give it a gentle.
I see what you mean, Lothar. You can't get in there with the brush.
No, you're really.
But by this point you're thinking, man, she just left the axles the way they were.
What was it? Got it out?
Yep.
What I was just saying is you
Oh,
want.
diff fluid's milky.
Yeah?
Surprise, surprise.
Okay.
So, I mean, I have diff fluid. But, anyways, that's the...
Does it feel broken?
Not this one.
No?
No. But you can see the teeth on the... How they're kind of a little bit chewed up.
You better hope the hub's not chewed.
Yeah. From my understanding, the tricky part about these is you got to get it in, and then there's the snap ring.
Yeah, you
That's got to pop, so you got to jam it.
Give them a little whack, and if it sticks out of the other side after, then
Yeah.
you know you went something like.
Come on.
Can you see where it has to go?
No.
Because he's looking like he can see.
The issue is the snap ring. There we go. Ah.
Yeah, they're just snapping. Oh, so I asked you, did you have to airlift them in, or?
Yeah, you have to into the side to it,
Oh yeah.
and then you just cutting off the other part. I was patting these corners, and I thought, okay, I'm going now. You can decide where you want.
It's a
It came
process.
back and he was nestled in the socks.
Yeah. Because his stink was on there, right?
It's like,
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
And that area was already pre-formed. It was already.
And it's just that simple.
You got her in?
2.5 hours for literally just 5 minutes of labor.
Yeah, but it'll go together pretty quick.
Yeah.
you just put half the parts.
I don't think so. Okay, so now the frickin' trailing arm has to go back in. Okay, so it's just that simple. I say that as facetiously as possible. All right, guys, so on the Commanders, this one's a little bit different, driver's side, because there's no brake. So the trailing arm, you can actually just pull right off, and it's not that big of a deal. And the hub just comes right off too, so it's always a good idea when you're doing this kind of stuff, greasing up everything as you get it apart. Same with this. This is the long bolt that goes through the trailing arm. Just grease it up a little bit and kind of prolong the life of any moving component on the vehicle. Now the fun part is getting the trailing arm back in. Come on. Don't be stubborn now. I think we're gonna have to use the castle nut to pull this one in.
Now up just a little. Oh no, we got it.
Okay. Yeah, now this side's got to come up. It's hitting here.
Okay.
So just you got that.
Yeah.
Where the hell did I put that sledge?
You might be able to just do it by hand. Just to pull it out, maybe.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So that's all that problem. Now, oh, where did I put that fastener? So, got the back all bolted up back together and just moving around to the front now. And for the front, I'm not going to do passenger side today, and that's because you have to take the lower A-arms or lower control arms out. You have to take the bolts out, and I need new bushings for my passenger side one, and I don't have those, so I don't feel like taking it apart just to put it back together again, just to take it apart again. So driver's side is still good, so I'm just going to work on the driver's side. So in the driver's side, you have to take at least the bottom of the shock off, the two lower A-arms, and then this sway bar has to come off. Is it 15?
Push down and the yank up.
Yeah, they torque them tight, eh?
Yeah, I can see that.
Tell you, that crowbar has been mighty handy with just about every job on this machine. Okay, so now that that one's in. By the way, both of my diffs got water in them. Surprise, surprise. Okay, freaking nightmare. What an absolute pain in the ass. Come on. There we go. That wasn't so hard, was it? Actually, it's kind of a bad angle. Here, now you see what I see. There we go. She's in, greasy and everything. So now, when you get these demon axles, they're kind enough to give you new washers and new castle nuts, which is nice. We're in the home stretch here, fellas. And you know, I am not a mechanic. I've never done that much work automotive related in my life. But if I can figure it out, and you know, I know I'm not the most intelligent guy out there. There's many people smarter than me. But if I can figure it out, you guys can figure it out for sure. Because it really, really isn't that hard. Yeah, there's some tips and tricks that I wish I'd known about. But, hey, live and learn, isn't that what they say? Toughest thing is doing this when you're freaking bleeding. Let's do it one at a time here. What if we do it just like that? And I know this is supposed to be like a video for Demon, but it kind of turned into a vlog. It's my style. Like, oh. Okay, I need 15s. You ever see that meme floating around? My hands look like this, so her hands can look all clean and pretty. My hands look like this, so they can look like this every weekend. If you watched my rebuild video, oh, there's a good angle. If you watched my rebuild video, you know I was messing with my clutch a lot. And part of the reason I was so irate was because I had, I don't know, it was like tons of trips to the hardware store to get different frickin' tools and cleaners and oils and just you name it. So I ended up having to buy a crowbar. And that crowbar has been one hell of a handy tool. Because I've learned something working on these machines. Stop this gentle horse shit and show it some frickin' force. Because it seems sometimes the only thing this bitch understands is force. Oh well. Okay. Pretty sure, yeah, that's in. That's in. Definitely not connecting this stupid thing again. And have to wait until I do the other side, get the A-arm bushings to do the other axle. But I think now all we gotta do is put the shock back in. Apologies for not having an actual camera person with me for this. I'm doing the best I can, but when you're working on this kind of stuff, it's really hard. Just trying to run the camera and actually film all of the stuff that needs filming. Other thing that's really handy is bungee cords. Keeping flopping loose shit out of your way is really nice. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, once I tighten this up, we will have successfully changed 3 of 4 axles on a Canam Commander in about, I don't know, I started probably around 8:30, and it's after 12 now. So again, considering it was my first time doing it. Last thing we have to do is, if I can find that cotter pin, I purposely put it somewhere where I would not lose it. And the problem with me is I always forget the place where I won't lose it is. And I mean, I'm working on a gravel laneway. Christ, I don't know where the hell it went. I think Dad said he's got more. Okay. And with that, you've seen the first 3 axles done on this. I guess I'll see you. It'll just be a couple seconds, I promise, but for me it'll be a long time. So just hang in there. 3, 2, 1. See, that wasn't so bad. Here we are, it's about a week later, and got everything stripped apart, bolts out, just ready to start getting this axle out, and then this saga will finally be over. Hopefully this one comes out straightforward. And be stubborn. Come on. Okay. Now, can I hook this prick up to? How did I get to that? And we got that axle out. There we go. Well, with that, that is the last axle. If you guys like the Loud and Dirty hat, make sure you check them out and use discount code Commander 20%, like the percent sign, for 20% off. And they make actually really comfortable gear, and Matt has been, we're working on a little collab together with our logos, so I'm pretty excited to see how that turns out. Other than that, huge shout out to Demon for supplying axles to the channel, and obviously it's too early to give a review on them because I don't have any ride time behind them. Overall, looking at them, I mean, in the interest of transparency, just looking side by side, the shafts don't look actually that much bigger, if at all, than OEM. And articulation, it appears to be the same thing. They don't move that much more, if at all. And the only thing they have going is they're a little bit longer to compensate for the lift kit. So I guess we'll have to wait and see after we get some ride time coming up. Really excited about a few things that are going to happen up in the month of September. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. There's going to be some amazing content coming. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was kind of informative. Again, I didn't have a camera person, so it was as informative as I could be. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Rock hard, ride free, and I'll see you on the next one.